Tell me why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long. Tell me why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long, want you. Watch all night, 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 watch all night. Tell me why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long.
I always feel like it's so cliche to say, watch this if you need some cleaning motivation. But y'all, I am on a 3-day binge cleaning session, and I am determined to get the house picked up. So you can either come along for the entertainment or the motivation, but either way, I promise you, we have lots to do. On day 1, we're going to start off in the main bathroom, where I am going to give our shower a really good scrub, because as you can see, it looks terrible. And we're also going to be deep cleaning and picking everything up in our master bedroom as well. On day 2, I am going to try and tackle the kitchen as well as the living room. I'm going to try and deep clean a couple areas in the kitchen and then pick up everything here. And then on day 3, we're going to move upstairs. I'm going to try and declutter and go through Sailor's bedroom, that's what you're seeing now, as well as the playroom, which is pretty much a complete disaster right now. If you've been here before, welcome back. But if this is your first time here, then welcome. My name is Michelle. I'm a mom of 2 toddler girls, and I am currently pregnant with our first baby boy, which I'm due in August. I do admit that keeping up has been a bit of a struggle, especially since I have been trying to work on a couple big projects, such as our laundry room that we just completed, all of the decluttering and organizing for that, and I'm starting in my closet already. So whenever I start bigger projects, then sometimes the rest of the house just falls apart. But I do admit, even if I stay on top of the cleaning, I still feel like I'm in this hamster wheel just going round and round, and it's never going to be completely done and perfect. Maybe you guys feel the same way. But that's okay, we're all in this together. No need to compare ourselves to other people's houses. All we need to do is focus on our own. But let's go ahead and get started with day 1 and focus in the bathroom.
Don't you wanna have fun? Fool around someone? 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like it burns. So give him something worse to kill his head with, make him forget somehow. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Sorry's won't be enough this time. Yeah, he's calling all his friends to get some action and distract him right now. He's fine, got Lucy on the line, let's get this started. Where's the party tonight? I feel good, nothing weighs me down. I can't believe my luck right now.
So what I'm scrubbing up in the bathtub is actually like this play paint. So the girls will take a bath in our bathtub, and then sometimes they pull out this little paint set, and it's specifically made for the shower or the bathtub or whatever, and they'll color on all of the walls in the shower or bathtub. And for some reason this one was a little bit harder to get off, so I was initially using the Jaws bathroom cleaner, but for like when I want to soak the tub or the shower, I'll use the Branch Basics. Both are more natural products, no harsh chemicals or anything like that. And the Branch Basics is actually my absolute favorite for the shower and the bathtub. Before, when I would clean it with like harsher chemicals like bleach or something, it would just be so strong. The smell and the scent would be so strong. You can see the rust stains. I was trying to show you guys that the bobby pins, sometimes if we keep the bobby pins in there, and they sit there and get wet, then they'll rust on the ground. And same with that corner. That was actually the little caddy tray that we used. Now I'm switching back over to Jaws. And the reason why I keep going back and forth is because I ran out of the Branch Basics. So basically with the Branch Basics, what you do is you spray it, and then you have the Oxygen Boost little powder, and you let it sit. So I kind of sprinkled that there. I have to let it sit for 20 minutes. So while I'm doing that, I'm moving over to the toilet area. Now I have done this before. It's a black light, and what you basically do is turn off the light, and it'll show you all of the mess that you cannot see with the natural light. So I did this a couple weeks ago, and I'm doing this again, and basically it does detect like any type of urine stains. I know that sounds so gross and everything. I actually used it before to find urine stains in our carpet from our dog. And then I was like, should I really do this in the bathroom, or should I not want to see what happens? So anyway, I am just showing you guys all the stuff you cannot see with like your regular eye. You have to use this light in order to see it. And I know it's disgusting, but that's just the reality of it. It helps you actually get everything super, super clean, and that way you have like no hidden mess. So I pulled that out just to show you guys here, and then I will finish cleaning up this area and move on.
Isn't this the good life? Sitting on the front porch, sipping on the rocks. Citrus in our beverages. Citrus in our beverages. Show only the good sides. Always pretty smiles are covering our faces. You know it is all lies. You know it is all lies. On and on it goes. Round and round the rodeo. Breathing out air for a minute. Taking my time to begin with. On and on it goes. Swinging down in life, you know. Breathing out air for a minute.
Now that I've let the Branch Basics sit for 20 minutes or so, I'm using this electric scrubber to scrub the bathtub. I've had this for, I want to say, almost a year. I think I got it last summer, and I just ordered it off of Amazon. There was just like an ad that popped up, and I was like, this is absolutely perfect. That way I don't have to like get on my hands and knees. I wish that the handle was a little bit longer, but anyway, it works fine. Basically what you do is you have like this USB charger, and you plug it in and charge it so it's not battery operated, and it comes with several different heads that you can change out. And so right now I'm using more of the rounded one because I'm in the shower, I'm in the bathtub right now. And then that one is like kind of for corners. So I changed out the head there, and now I'm going and doing some of the corners. When I get to some of the bigger areas, then I'll use a bigger head on the brush.
Taking my time to begin with. On and on it goes. Swinging down in life, you know. Breathing out there for a minute. Yeah. Hey, would you rather stay right here? Make everything disappear. Keep playing my favorite song. Put your rose-colored glasses on. What if we stay right here? Make everything disappear. Lay low in the beaching sun. Put your rose-colored glasses on. Yeah. Put your rose-colored glasses on. Yeah. Isn't this a good life? Sitting on the front porch, sipping on a rock.
Once I'm done with most of the corners, then I swapped out the attachment to more of the bigger flathead attachment. That way I can get more of the shower part. One of the things that I asked you guys over on my Instagram about a week or so was to ask me any types of questions. And one of the questions I got was, what area do you plan on DIYing or redoing? And my answer is that really I'm starting off in the closet. And right now we have old carpet in our closet, and our closet actually connects to the bathroom. So one thing that we wanted to do was change out all of the carpet and get new tile. But whenever we want new tile on the floor, we kind of want to change out our entire bathroom and have it all flow together. So one of our plans, hopefully in the next couple of months, is to declutter our entire closet, rip out all the carpet in there, as well as rip out all of the tile in the bathroom and in the shower. I want to completely redo the shower because I think that I just haven't kept up with cleaning it. The grout is just discolored. It's actually it's a pretty big shower, so it is a lot to clean and keep up with. But I wanted to switch out the tile. Whenever we built this house, the floor part is actually just tiles cut into smaller pieces. So some of the edges get a little bit sharp. So also, we just want a different design. We want to freshen it up. It's definitely not terrible or anything that's unlivable. It's just that I want a more modern design. I'm thinking of doing like a black floor or with black grout, and then doing like white walls. I don't know. I also saw this really, really pretty blue tile. One of my biggest things is making decisions. So leave me a comment down below. What color tile do you think would look really good in the shower? Now I'm finally done in this area. Bathrooms are my least favorite thing to clean, but that's all the tile that we planned to rip out that I was talking about earlier. We're going to have Chris actually do the tearing up of everything, and then we probably will just hire someone to completely redo the floors in the shower and lay the tile, only because it's a huge project. It takes a long time, and I don't want the bathroom to be out of commission for several weeks. The next area I'm moving on to is our master bedroom. So while I was filming this, we were also kind of redoing a lot of the stuff in the laundry room. So whenever we ripped out all of the tile in the laundry room, which is like right outside of our door, the dust got everywhere. It got all in our bedroom, it got all outside of the bedroom, and I cleaned up most of that, but today is the day that I'm going to be trying to do more deep cleaning in the bedroom and mostly getting rid of a lot of the dust and everything that kind of came out from the laundry room.
1, 2, 3. I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at the beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me.
The mix of all of the cleaning, I had a few loads of laundry to do. I know I say this in like all my videos, but if you are new here, I use the KonMari method to fold all of the clothes. So that's what I'm doing there, and that's how I'm doing the folding style. For the girls' clothes, I just put it in that little basket. Usually one side is one of my girls' sailors, and then the other side I put Savannah's clothes, and then all the dresses I put on top and then take upstairs and then hang them up. For all of our towels and stuff, I saw this method on TikTok before, and basically just a way to roll your towels. It looks a lot nicer and fits a little bit nicer in our linen cabinet or linen closet. So I've just kind of stuck with that method for a while.
I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my
Now that I have everything cleaned off, you can see just how dusty the top of our dresser is. The mirror part, the mirror right there, all that whole area it's literally from ripping up the tile in our laundry room. All that dust just kind of moved over into this area. Like I said, the laundry room is literally right outside of our bedroom, and this is like the first thing that it hit. So some of it's probably just dusty because it's dusty, but I would say majority is from all of that dust from redoing the laundry room. Another idea I have for switching out this room is that I want to get rid of this dresser. You'll see that there's like a big crack on the dresser. We didn't do that. That is from, we actually bought it that way. They gave us like 70% discount, and we knew a glass guy to come and fix it, but whenever we brought it home and had him come look at it to replace that piece. It was like a very expensive piece because the way that the beveled was, it's also like tinted. There's a special type of tint on that mirror, so he had a hard time finding an exact piece. So I was just like, you know what, it doesn't bother me, I'm kind of used to it now. So but yeah, it's not something that we like broke or anything, but I do want to replace that dresser and get one of those fireplaces. You know how they have those furniture piece fireplaces? That is kind of my idea to put underneath the TV. Now, before I can get rid of my dresser, I need to redo our closet. And I keep talking about this, I know. So update on that is that I designed this whole closet system from IKEA, but there are so many pieces on back order, just furniture in general. The way the economy is, the pieces, everything is on back order. So instead of redoing the closet right now, what we're doing is just, like I said, redoing the floors first. And then once we can get the closet system built out, then I can get rid of the dresser. Then I can get my new fireplace piece. So even though I have all of these ideas, it's just that one thing leads to another. So you have to complete one before you can actually complete the next piece. But I know just one step at a time, and eventually we'll get there.
We used to hang around town pretty late. I spent the week thinking about our next date. It was easier then, so much easier then. Or like that time I picked you up outside of school. You said, screw my dad, I make my own rules. It was easier then, so much easier then. Take me back to those easy summer days when we stopped at nothing, babe. Yeah, we stopped at nothing, baby. They couldn't take us, they couldn't change us, they couldn't catch us.
Now, once I got all of the dust picked up, then I'm just going to finish up by vacuuming up the rest of this room. By the end of day one, I am pretty exhausted. I get the majority of my cleaning done on the weekends, and I typically get asked a lot, how do you have 2 toddlers? How do you work full time? Because currently I'm working from home full time and then also do YouTube. And the biggest thing is that I prioritize areas, and I typically start off in the morning. In the morning is where I have the most energy, so I typically spend that time doing my cleaning. It's usually like a couple of hours. I would say maybe 2 to 3 hours. It seems like it's so much longer, and I don't really say, okay, I'm going to block off 4 hours this morning and completely clean, because that just sounds too much. I just say, okay, I'm going to take care of the bathroom today, and I'm also going to take care of the bedroom today. And then tomorrow I'm going to do 1 or 2 other areas, and then usually it takes longer than I have initially planned, but in my mind it sounds better than, okay, I'm going to clean for 5 hours today, if you know what I mean. So on day 2, I'm moving on to 2 other areas, which are the kitchen and the laundry room. Now this doesn't take as long as the other areas, so I'll block off a little bit of time in the morning again to complete these areas. That way my weekend isn't completely taken over by cleaning. I just focus on, 2 more areas, and then the rest of the day we have to enjoy doing whatever we want. During the week is where I take time to edit and also complete my regular working job, and my kids do go to daycare during the week. So I think a lot of people had assumed, or at least over on my Instagram, that I keep the girls home all day, I clean, and I have 2 jobs. No, I am not Superwoman. I do not get it all done all the time. I'm not a superhero. I can't do it all. So the best thing I can do to prioritize work and family is to segregate my day as such. So during the weekdays, I will work. I will edit on my lunch break or work out on my lunch break or do things. I take mini breaks in between. Otherwise, I find myself getting too burnt out. Then when I get the girls after, my day at work, I completely check out of work. There's no work, there's no editing, there's nothing done. I film pretty much far in advance. That way, if something does come up, then I don't have to spend my time doing work type stuff when I need to be spending that time doing other things, like giving my kids the attention they need or spending that on family time. I enjoy having my alone time to focus and prioritize my goals, and I enjoy the family time that I also have. I know everyone's schedule is so different, whether you are staying at home with your kids or you are staying at home while working with your kids. All of these different types of schedules can be such a challenge, but making sure that you have some sort of balance that works for you and for your family is what I have found is key. I don't like that there's a label or a right or wrong way to live life. I feel like you should just live life to your fullest, whichever schedule, routine, or situation that you're in.
But I can never stay away from you. What do I? We can't stop it, so I keep on rolling in silence. So I keep on rolling in silence.
Now the sink is a big pain point for me because there always gets like food and crud and all this stuff in the corners of the sink, and one of you guys just said, why don't you just get a toothbrush and clean, the corners or the sides, those edges. So that's exactly what I did. Thanks for the suggestion. Going through with a toothbrush, getting the corners as best as I can, and then cleaning out the rest of the sink with Dawn soap. Sometimes I use the pink stuff. I'll probably use that over on the stove is where I use it more. But Dawn soap is just easy, and it gets I feel like it gets the stainless steel really shiny.
I think I'm losing it. What do I? Every time you call my name, what do I? Whipping me into madness. I try to lay low, but I can never stay away from you. What do I? We can't stop it, so I keep on rolling in silence.
For the kitchen type cloths, my favorite ones are the e-cloths. So the cloth that I'm using to scrub the sink rack, as well as the other 2 silver cloths you might see on the counter, they're all e-cloths, and that's what I recommend for the kitchen. I also have just a regular e-cloths, and basically the purpose of those is that you're not supposed to use product with them. You just wet them, and then they're supposed to kill 99% of the germs. I did order something on Amazon that helps detect germs on your hands and on countertops. I'll have to pull that out and see where it is, and then maybe in the next few videos I'll test it out and see if the e-cloths work well with the germ detection stuff that I bought.
We can't stop it, so I keep on rolling in silence. So I keep on rolling in silence. Keep on rolling in silence. What do I?
I just cleaned out the little turntable in the microwave, and now I'm just cleaning out a little bit more in the microwave. One thing that I do sometimes is I have like this little, it's called an Angry Mama thing that you fill with vinegar, and then you put it in the microwave for 8 to 10 minutes or so, and all the steam from the vinegar is supposed to help loosen up all of the dirt, and not dirt, but like food and stuff in the microwave. Or you can just get a bowl, fill it up with vinegar, and it's supposed to help clean it out real clean. Our microwave wasn't terrible, so that's why I just used some soap and water and then gently cleaned it out. Next, I'll move on to the stainless steel stove. It's been worse before, so this isn't completely terrible, but I am going to use the pink stuff, the Miracle Paste, on it. So I'll just grab a cloth, wet the cloth, and then grab a little bit of that paste, and then go all around the stainless steel on the stove.
I don't need you here to feel good. No, I'm not angry. I got better things to do. Tell your friends I will be just fine. Don't need no therapist. There's nothing like wine.
So this might be a random question, but are you guys a fan of flavored water? I just saw a water sitting there on the counter, which made me think of it, but I typically drink a lot of carbonated water, like the LaCroix brand. And what's weird is like I only like the LaCroix brand of flavored water. I don't like any other brand, mostly of the ones that come in a can. But another one that I drink really often is the Topo Chicos, which are really nice and refreshing. And then recently that I'm pregnant, I've been drinking a lot of lemonade, which I typically don't drink a lot of other types of drinks other than water. Like I do not drink Cokes whatsoever. Any type of soft drink or soda I do not drink. I just don't like them. They give me a headache. So now I'm drinking a lot of lemonade and tons of different types of carbonated water. If you guys have any good ideas to make like different types of mocktails or have a good recipe, then leave me the recipe down in the comments below. And if you're not familiar with a mocktail, it's basically just like a non-alcoholic drink.
It goes down. I know my mom taught me that. I figured why we fool around so little, and we keep track of time, being so serious, idiots, thinking it will matter, keep me company downtown before the clock runs out.
Closer to the beginning of the year, I told you guys that I would share a lot more healthy recipes, low carb meals. That's typically what I lean to. But to be honest with y'all, I have not been eating completely great. Even with my other two pregnancies, I did go off a little bit, but I was pretty well, like keeping everything healthy, worked out a ton. And in this pregnancy, I feel like I have just fallen off the wagon. I've probably gained almost 20 pounds already, and I'm 19 weeks pregnant. So that's more weight that I've gained at this point in my pregnancy than with my other ones. And I've just been a lot less energy, I feel like, even though it seems like I'm doing a lot just overall. And then I was pretty sick the first part of my pregnancy, and I know that sounds like if I'm sick I probably wouldn't eat, but I feel like I would just eat to hopefully make myself feel better, and it didn't always work out that way. Not that it really matters, but in my other two pregnancies I did gain a total of 33 pounds with each, and that was with exercising a lot, eating fairly healthy, like not all the time, but about average health-wise. And I enjoy losing the baby weight. I know that sounds really, really strange because that's most people's pain point, but to see as big of a transformation as I see when I'm losing that weight just really, really motivates me and gets me going. Now, just because I enjoy that transformation doesn't mean that it comes easy. And in fact, body image is the number one shame factor in women. And one thing I realized is that you are always going to be your own biggest critic. Yes, I know it's good to always be happy with who you are and fine with what you have, but it takes a lot of mental transformation in order to get to that point. This is why mindset is so important, because you need to be able to have or put yourself in a realistic situation in order to appreciate every step of the journey. If it looks like some things just come naturally easy for others, it's probably because they've created a habit and formed a lifestyle around that. So for me, for weight loss, typically after having a baby, I have about 30 pounds to lose. I don't focus on the numbers. I focus on the habit. How many days a week can I get out there and do a quick workout? What type of quick workout can I do that's manageable for the recovery that I'm in? So create the habit first before worrying too much about the scale and the numbers. Next, focus on the things that you can commit to, not what society thinks you should do. Now, I am a big fan of challenges, especially paid challenges, because when I have my money involved, then I take it so much more seriously. But I'm not a big fan of fad diets. Remember, you're trying to change your habits and your lifestyle, not trying to get a quick fix. Also, be sure to celebrate your mini wins. Most of the time when I hear celebrate your mini wins, it means go out and eat a cake or something like that. But as you start losing some of the weight, you can also reward yourself, buy yourself a new shirt, buy yourself a new pair of pants that fit. So mini wins can be any type of different types of celebrations. Now, I know none of this is cleaning related, but I do get asked a lot, which is why I wanted to mention it. But you can also apply this to cleaning routines and cleaning habits as well. If you want to focus on a specific area, then create a habit of cleaning. If you don't want dishes in the sink every night, make sure that it's picked up every single night after dinner. Now, that may just sound simple to you because you have created the habit of already doing that. But now, if you haven't noticed, I have finished day 2 and now I am on to day 3, where there's 2 special areas that I want to pick up. I mainly wanted to focus here in the playroom because it's a disaster. It's been this way for a couple of weeks, and what you kind of don't see is that all of the bins have toys that are not the correct toys. We had a get together a couple weeks ago, and when I asked the kids to clean up, then all of the toys just got put into bins that are not organized. So because I spent so much time organizing this room, I want to say like a year ago, when I ordered all the bins, when I labeled everything, I want to kind of keep it that way as much as possible. So it does bother me if things are like in the wrong bins. So that's why I'm going to go through and kind of also organize some of the stuff that is disorganized. They're also doing a book drive at school. So I'm going through some of these books and we're going to be donating a lot of them over to the school. The second area I'm going to be picking up is Sailor's bedroom. I didn't realize that her bedroom was also kind of a mess. Not terrible, but I do plan to pick up in that area as well.
I'm not gonna play nice. I'll be the witch you tell your friends about. I'm the crazy ex-girl you pretend you don't know, 'cause you know I could ruin your life. Rumor has it you have someone new. She'll regret you like a bad tattoo, 'cause you'll never change, you'll always stay the same. Go on and tell all your friends all about me. I don't give a nothing sticks to me, baby. Yes, hon, I'm Teflon, I don't give an F, so go ahead and tell them I'm a little bit too much for ya. Maybe you're not man enough, 'cause I speak my mind.
When I originally completely decluttered this playroom, like I said, it's been a year, maybe a year and a half. I put the playroom with things in different stations. What I mean by that is that in one section, I kind of have like the art area, and that's where I was trying to organize over there, where they have coloring books, stamps, colors, anything like that. In one section, I have like the reading area where you can see like that pink couch, which is the nugget couch, is next to the bookshelf, where they can grab a book and they can sit down and read in that area. And one of the other back corners, I have a lot of, it kind of became the Barbie doll, dress up, accessory type area, where I have these baskets from IKEA. And within those, they have other containers such as like hair accessories or anything like that. Also, that little play kitchen they had since they were really little, and I wanted to get rid of it at one point, but they constantly still make pretend food in there. So that kind of moved up here. And then for Christmas, they got that humongous dollhouse and like a ton of Barbies. So I also have a container with all different types of Barbies, Barbie accessories, that Barbie playhouse, and then like the Barbie camper, which is that car right there. Now, I do get that it is a ton of stuff, a ton of Barbie stuff, but this is all stuff that they've gotten like within the last 6 months. So I really hate just like tossing it out or donating all of their new toys that are like not even 6 months old, like from Christmas time. So that's why all of that is there. Hopefully it is temporary, and once they stop playing with it, then I'll start swapping toys out. In our cube area where you saw all the cubes, that is like more sensory toys, I guess you can say. So like building blocks, there's like any type of stackable items, blocks, puzzles, cars, anything like that kind of goes in that area. Now, it's definitely not kept up, cleaned, and as organized as I would like to have it. I mean, I guess it is a kid's playroom, so the point of it is to make a mess, have playtime, have fun, explore, and then I want them to organize it the way I want it organized, but that's not always the way that they understand how to have it organized. So with this, you just have to be patient. I come up here once a week, maybe every other week. It's not like every time they come up here, I go and clean everything up and go back and reorganize things in the right bins. I let it sit, I don't see it that often. So when it gets really bad, then I'll go in and take the time and redo it. But as for like an everyday thing, no, I'm not up here cleaning it every day. That's why it gets bad sometimes.
These moments, they're like poets to me. You getting into my brain. I feel emotionally drained. You getting into my brain. You getting into my brain. You're getting into my brain.
I had a couple baskets that had a ton of toys in them, so I just dumped them out, and now I'm kind of going through and sorting where all of the rest of the toys go.
You getting into my brain. I feel emotionally drained. You getting into my brain. You getting into my brain. I'm going out with you tonight. Are you close to here? I'm feeling down, I don't know why. No, it's so surreal. Think I want you here. Oh, 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 oh. I don't
Next, I'm moving over to Sailor's room. Sailor is my 4-year-old, Savannah is my 2-year-old, and for now, most of the stuff they have in here is just like stuffed animals. I don't keep a lot of toys in their bedrooms. I don't like their bedrooms being like cluttered or anything. I like to just keep the toys in the playroom, and there's a couple of toys downstairs in the cabinet. But other than that, then this is her bedroom, and my plan is to actually order a pretty safe bunk bed to put in here and then have both of the girls share this room. And in Savannah's bedroom, we had done her bedroom so beautiful. It's girly. Whenever we did the nursery with cute wallpaper, a cute little chandelier, and I just do not want to take all that down and make it a boys' room. So that's why I mentioned before that in our downstairs office area, we actually have painted blue for an office, and we might put the baby downstairs in that room, and then I'm going to make the Savannah's room, which is more girly, turn that into my office upstairs, and then have both of the girls share this room here. I initially wanted to keep all of the kids upstairs and all of the kids stuff, like with the playroom upstairs, but with a baby, it is kind of difficult to have all of their stuff upstairs. I originally thought it would be great, but walking up and down the stairs every time you need to change their clothes, get a diaper, do anything like that, it's kind of a pain. So with both girls, they were down in our bedroom for the longest time, and also all of their stuff and extra clothes and stuff just sat in our bedroom for like 6 months because I was too lazy to continually go up and down the stairs when they needed stuff. So that's the idea, is to see how he does downstairs in the extra room we have downstairs, and then put the girls upstairs in that room. But the last thing I'm doing before I end this 3-day binge cleaning is to vacuum up this area upstairs. You actually can't see it because of the color of the carpet, but there's actually like dried Play-Doh everywhere along this carpet. I have no idea how it got there. It's just is what it is. The stuff that you find sometimes. So I'm going to vacuum up everything up here. I'm using a really, really old Shark vacuum to clean up this area.
Just stay for a little. You say as you close the door behind me, look in the mirror. Hearing you whisper in my ear, say, are you a sinner or a beginner? Yeah, let's get unpredictable tonight. You and me and vodka Cola Light. And I'm putting myself in situations, standing on my own. They say that you love a confrontation, and that everybody knows you white lies, white scars, warm nights, bad bars, burning me out.
But thank y'all for sticking with me and keeping me company on this 3-day chaotic binge cleaning. Make sure you're subscribed for more big projects, updates, and most importantly, cleaning motivation. I'll see you guys next week.